So we'll go ahead and ninjutsu in the Biting Palm Ninja, returning the silencer to our hand here. They have some sort of response, but let's see what it is. Okay, go to damage, and so they'll target it with Kami's Flare, but oh wait, it was a Deckbuild silencer all along. Hello Daily Drafters, today is Wednesday, March 2nd, and thanks for joining me for today's Daily Draft. As we get into the draft here, thank you to all of my subscribers who are choosing to spend a part of your day here with me watching this particular draft in this video. And if you are not subscribed yet and have found this video, welcome. You know, if this is your first time, then clearly you've liked something the previous time and you've chosen to come back. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Would greatly appreciate it here on the channel. It's absolutely free, will never cost you a dime, and it'll give you access to a very high quality, consistent, limited channel here on YouTube for MTG's most recent limited set, and we'd love to have you on board. So, yeah, here we are, waiting for the queue to get filled, and looks like we just got it filled, and we will hop right in to pack one, pick one. And here we see Spirited Companion is probably the only common I'm considering. Not actually Voltage Surge, you know. Early on in the format I would have said Voltage Surge, but it's gone much lower in my pick order. There's a Web Spinner Cuff. There's a Long Reach of Night, Deckbuild Silencer, and Soul Transfer. So all these are pretty good black cards, and I think I'm going to go ahead and start with Soul Transfer here. 3-mana sorcery, exile creature, planeswalker, and then if you have an artifact and an enchantment as you cast it, you can also return creature or planeswalker from the graveyard to your hand, which is pretty good. Long Reach of Night is also very good. Silencer has underwhelmed a little bit, so it's probably between Soul Transfer and Long Reach of Night here for me, and I'm just going to take the rare and Soul Transfer and see what we can put together with that. And I see Patchwork Automaton here. This is a fun build around. It's a very powerful build around too. 2-mana 1/1, Ward 2, and whenever you cast an artifact spell, put a 1/1 counter on it. So this is very, very good and very, very powerful. So we're going to go ahead and take that. Passing up on really not a lot here. I mean, there's Tails, there's Season, there's Ambusher, Kitsune, which I haven't been a big fan of. So we're just going to go ahead and slam the Patchwork Automaton here and see if we can build kind of a black artifact-y kind of few enchantments thing. And here's an interesting pick. So we've got Mukadai's Soul Ripper, which is going to go well in the Automaton deck, but I don't know how impressed I am by most vehicles in this format by themselves. There is Containment Construct, which can be very good if you can get a network terminal. There's Okiba Reckoner Raid, which might just be the best black common. And I think I'm going to land on Okiba Reckoner Raid here. Gives us an artifact here, an enchantment here for Soul Ripper. Construct is a fun build around, but we have no guarantee to get a network terminal. They do go a little bit late, but maybe that's the reason to take Construct here. It is an artifact, so I do like Reckoner Raid a lot, but I think I'm actually going to take Construct here, and we're going to have to prioritize finding a network terminal at some point in this draft. Now we see Centipede, Ambusher, Synthesizer, Iron Apprentice. I think it's between these 4 cards here, and I'm not exactly sure which route to go. I think I'm going to go ahead and stay black with the Soul Transfer as opposed to Synthesizer. Again, I mentioned this in yesterday's draft. Black-red is where you want the Synthesizer the most because it could be very low to the ground with Onicult Anvils. And if we already had an Anvil, I'd take the Synthesizer here. But I think it's between Ambusher, Centipede, probably these two. I think I'll take the Lifelinker and that. And then we see Biting Palm Ninja. This card is good. Why is it 5th pick rare? So here's the network terminal that we are going to want access to. But we're going to take Biting Palm Ninja here. Maybe we can go into like a blue-black kind of ninja-based thing if we can find. Here's a Specialist, another Ambusher, Goshentai, but I don't know if that's what we're going to want to be doing this draft when there's a Biting Palm Ninja in this pack. So we're definitely going to take the Ninja here. Alright, and then we see Mnemonic Sphere if we're thinking blue-black. There's Return to Action, which is fine. Tanuki for green. Not a big fan of Hoverbike. Boar is okay. Terrarium enables some splashes as well, and it's an artifact. And I think it's just decent enough to take over any of this just meh kind of creatures and stuff here. Don't need to branch out of black just yet. And then we see Virus Beetle, another very good black card. Wouldn't mind playing a You Are Already Dead if we have a couple of these. There's a Crab here. Crab is probably the next best card, I would think. But we're going to go ahead and stay black with Virus Beetle. And we've got a very good little artifact package already happening for our Automaton. And a little bit of a ninjutsu package as well, if we can find a couple of network disruptors and things like that. So I'm liking this start. It's a deck I haven't really gotten into very much, but I think it's a high upside deck with a lot of synergy. So let's see if we can continue down that route, maybe find a couple enchantments, Okiba Reckoner raids, Speak of the Devil. But there is a network disruptor here. We don't know we're blue, but we know we're black. So I'm going to go ahead and take our first enchantment in Reckoner raid and be totally happy with that. We would love to have a disruptor, and it looks like blue-black might be open, but when we know we're black but we don't know we're blue, I want to take what I think is probably the best black common in Okiba Reckoner raid. Maybe number 2, but definitely happy to take that here. Starts our enchantment count at 1, so we're going to have to get that a little bit higher. If we see some Kami of Terrible Secrets, we can start getting that up as well. So a lot of fun picks we can make with this. I think we'll just take an Uncharted Haven here. Not particularly high on any of these cards really at all, so we'll just take the Uncharted Haven, and it goes well in any deck we play. Don't care about any of these cards, to be honest. Yeah, maybe Kami of Industry with all the artifacts that we have, but I doubt it. I mean, I guess that's most likely, so we'll just put it straight into the sideboard here. And yeah, so we know we're black, and we're looking for a color to pair it with, and based on what we've seen, we're kind of hoping it's blue, but we don't know that for sure. Could also be white, because white has a lot of these themes going on of an artifact and an enchantment. We already have one enchantment. Wouldn't mind playing more Reckoner raids if we can find them. So, and here's another one. Pick 11 Reckoner raid. That is great to see. We'll absolutely snap that up and be totally happy with it. And at the end of the day, you know what? We could even consider mono black, but we're a little bit farther away from considering mono black. So we'll do this. Maybe we can see the Moonsnare Specialist come around. I doubt it, but you never know. Alright, we'll just take the black card and Centipede. It's another artifact. Scrounger's a good pickup here. We have lots of artifacts going on, and we're just going to cut black. We don't really need Grafted Growth. And a Plains. What can we find? Invoke the Winds. We know we're very, very heavy black so far, and as good as this card is, this requires you to be very, very heavy blue. I don't know if that's what we're going to do. When there's a Twisted Embrace in this pack, I think we're just going to take that here. Passing up on a Network Disruptor, and that's really about it. I mean, there's an Uncharted Haven, a Synthesizer, but I don't think this is the deck for Synthesizer. And when we know we're black, we're just going to take this best black card and ship everything else. So we are in a enviable position of having 13 cards and 12 of them, well, every single one of them are mono black cards. Our Automaton is looking great because we have 7 artifacts already. So, and here's another Twisted Embrace, but there's a Circuit Mender and another Containment Construct. How many creatures do we have? 7? Not bad. So I don't think we need multiple Containment Constructs. If this one comes around, that's fine. We do have to prioritize discard very highly as far as, what's it called? This is another enchantment to go for our Soul Transfer and potentially any Kami of Terrible Secrets. But there is just a Circuit Mender here. And Circuit Mender's just a generically powerful card. What's our curve look like? I think we can afford to take I don't know. This is difficult here between Circuit Mender and Twisted Embrace. I want to send as few black signals as I can so we can just get hooked up later. So I'm going to take the Twisted Embrace. And wow, we see a third one here. I don't think Shigeki is good enough to move into green for, especially with our start. There's a Lethal Exploit and a Twisted Embrace here. The Exploit might be better for this deck. Considering we have two of these already. But I think we could take the third one, and then we're not really looking to pick up any more Twisted Embraces from here on out. So, okay, so here is a very pivotal moment here. We've got Gloom Shrieker, Oni Cult Anvil, and Virus Beetle, I think. Virus Beetle helps us just stay black, but these branch into a second color. And are these worth branching into a second color for? Oni Cult Anvil right now? Probably so, but we're not married to that idea. This isn't the best Anvil deck so far. Gloom Shrieker is just a generically powerful card, which could get stuff back, but there's just another Virus Beetle here, and I just want to stay black. I mean, we could even just be mono black at this point, and here's just a fourth Twisted Embrace. It's the only card we can take. This makes me regret not taking the earlier Lethal Exploit, obviously, but hindsight's 20/20, so we're just going to take this one. So we see Silencer and Clawing Torment here, and a Generous Visitor. We have a couple Virus Beetles, a couple Reckoner Raids to get in with the Silencer. I think we'll take Silencer. Worst case, it's just a 2-mana 2/1. So we'll take the Silencer here. And here's the Kami I was talking about. So we know we're black. We've already got 6 enchantments and 8 artifacts. That's going to make this card very, very good in our deck. There is another Anvil. Obviously, if I had known we were going to get another one a few picks later, probably would have taken the previous one. But, you know, happy to take Kami here. And we are set up in pack 3 to, if we open any of the Mythic Rare Dragons or anything like that, any super, super busted card in another color that's not black, we're set up to just be able to take it, which is a very powerful position to be in. And I think we might also be the only black drafter at this table. Here's the network terminal. Very, very happy to see that with our containment construct. So we will absolutely snap that one up and creates a ton of value. So what this does is you can pay 1 and tap it and another untapped artifact you control to draw a card, then discard a card. And this says whenever you discard a card, you may exile it from your graveyard. And if you do, you play it that turn. So every network terminal discard means you just basically draw a card every single time that you have this on the battlefield, which is very, very powerful. So we're going to absolutely be happy with that combo now that we've secured that. Then we see Clawing Torment here. I mean, it's the only thing we're really going to take. Don't even know if we'd play it, but considering we've got 21, not including this, but including Reckoner Shakedown, we've got 21 black playable cards through 2 packs and 9 picks. I mean, we have to be the only black drafter at this table, I would think. So that's great. Currently have 9 artifacts for our Patchwork Automaton, which is outstanding. Now there's another, might have to branch into a second color here. Mnemonic Sphere, I think if we're going to pair it with the second color, white is probably likely, even more than blue at this point. Well, maybe if we get a Network Disruptor or 2. I think Imperial Oath is going to be good enough if we go into white, though. Another Clawing Torment. Whoa. I guess we take this over the Shadow Walker. Maybe no one is in black-red. Do we get the last one too? Does it come back like last pick or something? I doubt it. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we play that, maybe we don't. And here's what I said. If we open one of the Mythic Rare Dragons in pack 3, we're set up to take it. So we're taking Kairi the Swirling Sky here. 6 mana, 6/6 Flying Ward 3, and when it dies, you get to return 2 instants or sorceries, or bounce up to 6 mana value of non-land permanents. And we're not really looking at the rest of the pack, because this is what we're taking, and we are now blue-black. So that was a very powerful position to be in. Okay, so now we've got Ambusher, we've got Blade Blesser, got 8 enchantments, 9 artifacts. We've got Tamiya's Completion as another removal spell, but we're doing totally fine on removal here. So we just need some more creatures. I think it's between Blade Blesser and Ambusher, and I'm probably going to make a curve consideration for taking Blade Blesser here over the Ambusher. So we'll go ahead and do that. And wow, see a lot of stuff here. So Dockside Chef, we do have one Scrounger so far, which is great. There's Leech Gauntlet, Kami, and Dokuchi. I'm going to take Dockside Chef and hopefully wheel Kami of Terrible Secrets. That's the goal here. But Dockside Chef along with the Scrounger is a great combo. Alright, so could have had 3 Anvils this draft, but I don't think our deck is super equipped to take advantage of that. There's also just a Kami here when we have 9 artifacts, 9 enchantments. This is almost always going to be 4 mana, 3/4 draw a card, gain a life. So we will be happy with that. Another Dockside Chef. There's also Satoru Umezawa. Let's see. So it's a 3 mana 2/4, and then each card in your hand has ninjutsu for 2 and a black. That even means Kairi has that. And then whenever you activate a ninjutsu ability, you get to look at the top 3, put one in your hand. Is that better than a second chef here? Because we know we're going blue. Maybe it is. We're not really cheating anything in. Yeah, let's take that and see if we can make that work or not. Here's a Scrounger. Now I'm regretting not taking that second chef now that we have access to 2 Scroungers here. But again, hindsight's always 20/20. I don't think we're looking for any of these cards. So we'll just throw this straight into the sideboard. It is just a 3 mana 2/4, which is fine in our deck. So what are we picking up? I mean, maybe a couple Reckoner Raids here. Picking up with Ninjutsu. A couple of Virus Beetles, but I doubt those are going to be tough to get through. There's the Modern Age, which is probably what I'm taking, but I don't know if we'll play it. We're probably going to lean like, maybe like 11-6 with this deck. Guess we could take Crab as another good win con. Late game win con, early game counterspell. Yeah, we'll put Guardians into the sideboard. Kami came back. So yes, please. We have a lot of 4-drops here. 8 4-drops. Here's the Anvil. We could have double Anvil, but I don't think that's really for us. We'll take it though. Chainflail Centipede, maybe. Who knows? Alright, so we are very clearly the only black player at this table. And we got the Mythic Rare Dragon to pair with it. So let's see how we can build this deck. Okay, so 48 cards with 17 lands. Don't think we need Terrarium. Don't think we even need 2 of these. Probably just going to want to cut the Modern Age as well. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe we can bring that back in. Still need 5 more cuts, though. We want all of these. Don't think we need a second Centipede. I don't know how good Silencer is looking in this deck particularly. Probably don't need any Centipedes, to be honest. Blade Blesser is probably going to be pretty good. A little crowded in the 4-drops, and I don't think Ambusher is exactly where we want to be. Let's make sure our Artifact and Enchantment count good. Still both at 8, so that's fine. I think we could play Satoru. Having both of these, cheating them in with Ninjutsu can be good. Want to play this combo here. Still need 2 more cuts. Definitely going to go probably 10, 6, and 1. Do we want to play the Modern Age with 7 blue sources? Yeah, that seems fine. How about Silencer? We have enough removal here. We've got 5 of these removal spells. So I don't think we need Silencer. And then the last cut, I'm thinking the Modern Age. Still have 8 and 8. Yeah, I think it's just going to end up being the Modern Age here. So, very heavy black, but playing the Mythic Rare Dragon here, playing a Crab there, and then another card that could just kind of enable a couple things for us. We do have Biting Palm Ninja as the ninjutsu creature, and this kind of, we're playing this to, you know, it's a 3-mana 2/4, which is fine in itself, and then it also can cheat these two into play, which is going to be very, very good. A couple of Reckoner raids, 8, 7, seems like a decent enough count for three commies here. Yeah, I really like this deck. This will be fun. I hope we just don't get run over by red-white the whole draft, but this deck seems very powerful. It seems like it can do a lot of good things. So, all right, we are... Okay, so we're on the draw here. We have Reckon Rate on 1, Construct on 2, and hopefully some of these to stabilize on 3 if we draw any land. And there we go. We are off to the races. This on 4 should have an artifact and an enchantment in play, I would think. Okay. So we'll just play our construct here. Can't block this. But the Scroungers can, so that's good. Okay, no play. Alright, so let's see if they're going to do anything about us attacking here. Nope. And then we'll just play our 1/4 that can block the trainee well enough. Okay, no plays. That's good. We are just going to try to get that card right now. We've got an artifact and an enchantment. Awesome. We can attack here. It's got Menace. Preserver. Okay, so that makes this attack as a 4/4. Which we could just trade it, but now they're not going to. I think we can play a tapped Uncharted Haven on blue. And I think I'm willing to hold up Crab activation rather than play this. And the next turn we could play this, and if we didn't use Crab, we can still hold it up. So, thing is, it's a combo with this, but you need 10 mana, so that's not really going to be happening too often. So we'll hold up the Crab, see if they play some big 5-drop we need to counter. Or 4-drop. We'll get rid of that, that's for sure. Decline to exile it, because we're not going to be able to play it. Thank goodness we held that up. So let's start 1, 2, 3, 4 by drawing a card and gaining a life. And then we could do it again next turn. No attacks. Still don't have any attacks here. Would like to get Network Terminal so we could start using Containment Construct. Aye, that's going to be pretty good. Wouldn't mind finding a Twisted Embrace here at some point, and not a Swamp. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, you get another one. And no attacks. Let's hope the replication specialist doesn't go off before we find one of our 5 removal spells here. Not to mention it's a flyer, so it can keep punching us in the air. And they're going to play their own crab here. Okay. Good thing they can't copy it. And we'll just keep top decking lands. Why not? There's a chance we could go to 16 lands because we're really never going to get color screwed because we have so many black cards. We can cast almost all of them. Plus the network terminal helps us ramp a little bit, so there's a chance we can consider doing that. Alright, 7-8. Another trainee. Okay. Biting Palm Ninja. Problem is, we're not able to get in with anything. So... and we're not really going to be able to get in with anything at any point. So we might just have to play this. Get their last card, but it's probably just a land at this point, so... we're just going to play it as a 3-3. And then pass the turn, hold these lands for network terminal. We need to find our Twisted Embrace and stuff to start getting rid of these creatures on the other side of the battlefield. Web Spinner Cuff, they're going to have 2 of those now. We need to kill this specialist so badly before it gets way out of hand. It's almost already out of hand, but certainly not the answer. Okay, they have a 4-8. Alright, we need our Twisted Embrace, and we need it soon. We're on a 2-turn clock. We'll get their last card, but that's not really going to do it. Okay, at least it was a card. Okay, so we need to draw a Twisted Embrace next turn, or Soul Transfer. That's all I see here, so yeah, go ahead. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Play Network Terminal. And then we'll tap this. Discard that, but that doesn't do it. We're just going to die. Yeah. So we had 5 removal spells, couldn't find any of them, died to a flyer. Drew like 18 lands, so... Alright, looks like going on to the next one. I think I'll move to 16 lands here. Okay, so we're on the draw with a pretty good hand here. I did move to 16 lands and I put in the 2-mana ninja. So maybe that'll get us to do something here, but with not being able to really get color screwed too often, I think we'll be fine going to 16. Hopefully Biting Palm Ninja can get in if one of these attacks and they don't have 2 creatures yet. Okay. We'll just play Scrounger here. And I think we'll be able to get in with this next turn, assuming they don't play 2 creatures here. They don't play anything. Don't know if I like that. Because they can kill this if we ninjutsu it. Maybe we still want to try to do that, though. Yeah, let's try to ninjutsu this in. See if they kill it or not. Yeah, they do. Or they were looking at it, at the very least. Lethal Exploit doesn't do it. Not sure what they need at instant speed with green, black, and repel the Vial to get rid of that. Okay, that's fine with me. See what they have. Oh, geez. Alright, we gotta get rid of Invoke here. Even if they can cast Gravelighter, it's not good on this board because it just sacrifices. We have to sacrifice a creature and they have to sacrifice Gravelighter, so it's fine by me. Shigeki, we can Twist and Embrace or even Soul Transfer that. Alright, so we have an artifact and an enchantment here. If we just get rid of our ninja, then Soul Transfer can get this one back. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to Soul Transfer the Shigeki here. We can do both. We'll exile creature. It will return the ninja to our hand. And we don't need the treasure. So we'll just attack. They drew another land. So did we. So we don't need to ninjutsu this in at all. So we're just going to attack. And we're just going to play this. We could have actually... No, because this one wasn't attacking this turn. And they're just hitting nothing but lands. So, a little bit unfortunate for them. They didn't really get to play that game. Alright, pretty good hand here. Reconnerate on 1, tap blue land, go to Scrounger. Or we could play this if we draw another land, but I'd like to make sure that we can get this down on 3. Virus Beetle. Interesting. Maybe just the crab here at this point. Yeah, it's just a little bit far away from being able to cast that. So we could just do this, and then maybe we draw another land. So we'll be alright doing Containment Construct. Okay, no plays, that's good. We'll get our enchantment. And we could play this tap so that we can guarantee this next turn, but I'd rather just get this down and make sure we can stabilize this board. So we'll go ahead and leave that. Blade Blesser with Death Touch. We can Soul Transfer back our crab. Don't know if we really want to get rid of either of these, but we do have a backup removal spell. So it seems fine enough to do that. So we'll exile this one and return our crab. And then we can attack with these two. And the next turn, if they play some big creature we need to kill, we can kill it with Twisted Embrace, or we can just play Kami to draw a card, gain a life. Got a couple options here. They could have ninjutsu, but I'm willing to take that risk. That was actually probably the reason to bring Scrounger back, or to leave Scrounger back, so it could do that so they can't ninjutsu it, because now they can make us discard another card here, which I do not like. I think we'll hold this land to discard to the Virus Beetle. Also depending on what we draw here, so see what we can draw. We'll just discard the other land to it. So we'll attack here, hold back the Scrounger and the Kami. They have Wanderer's Intervention, it seems, so they didn't want to use it on either of these. Okay, so they have Wanderer's Intervention. We're going to double block for that reason, so it still dies. Or they just have the Wandering Emperor. Sure.
I'm not overconfident. You're just understanding.
It's pretty good.
Got the edge in this fight.
Okay, so we still probably want to keep this swamp to discard. 4, 5, 6. We could play both of these. Can hold the crab up. We're going to be able to kill this, which is good. So we can attack with both of these to go there. Probably just want to play Automaton, hold the swamp to discard. Get in with both of these, and this can go there. Because we're not blocking this. So, yeah, we'll just do this. Sorry about that. Hold the swamp to discard, and then we can counter something with crab if we really needed to. This deck seems really powerful. If we draw our cards in the right order, not like that first game where it's like 12 lands and no removal. Okay, so just destroy that, and that's it. Just kill the containment construct. Yeah, okay. And then we'll discard the land here. And no blocks. Dockside Chef, really good with this Scrounger on the battlefield already. So let's attack here. Play the Chef. Draw a card. And not be able to do it again, so that's a little awkward. Can't even play crab now. Friending the Moths. Okay, we might have to just kill this Prowler to make sure we don't take too much damage going forward. Virus Beetle. Yeah, I think we just need to kill this Prowler. So let's put it on here to enable an attack. Kill the Prowler, and then we can get in with everything except this, so we can prevent another ninjutsu. Well, they're going to ninjutsu no matter what here. We also might just want the treasure more, because they're going to get this flying. So if they want a ninjutsu, they'll be able to do that. So let's do this. Next to damage, create a treasure. We can also just Virus Beetle them now, maybe sacrifice it next turn. Yeah, that seems fine. Should have done that pre-combat to get an extra point of damage, I suppose, if that's what I was going to do, but... it is what it is. They're at 6. Getting rid of Soul Transfer, or Assassin's Ink, I guess, because they can't cast it. Blade Blesser, and that's it. Okay, so it has Death Touch and Menace, and I think this should probably do the trick. Just put this here. Kill that. And if we attack with everything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think that should be good. Alright, so that worked out. On to match number 4. Alright, pretty good hand here. We're keeping this. Playing against the boy with 2 heads. So this doesn't have ninjutsu itself. But Virus Beetle, really good draw here. So we'll see if they want to block. Probably will, knowing that we might have ninjutsu. Yeah, so they'll do that. And we could just play probably Satoru here. This could guarantee an artifact and enchantment next turn, but I think we're attacking with this and returning it next turn is what we're doing. So let's just play Satoru. Okay, they found their second color. Bronze Plate Boar. Alright. So let's attack with both and return this to play Biting Palm Ninja. So we'll return this one here. Probably just need the land. Remove the counter. Let's see what we can find here. Guidebot Preserver Kami's Flare. So they could kill this, but at this point it's just a 3/3. Don't really care about Kami's Flare. Again, this is why this card isn't very good in this format. I mean, it's not bad, but it, you know, this already did its thing. So, like, we're just going to get rid of the Preserver here as a creature. And play the land. If only it was a swamp to play Reckoner Raid, but can't be too picky sometimes. Guidebot, probably making this a 4/3. Okay. We could just go ahead and kill it here. I'm going to want to do this now. Because they have Kami's Flare up. So let's do... Guess we can put it here. Kill that one and get in for 6. And they are down to 7 life already. Yeah, that makes sense to put it there too. Invigorating Hot Spring. That could be a good one, but I think it's a little too late for that. Alright, so we'll play Reckoner Raid, and then Kami. Tap like this in case we find our other Reckoner Raid. Oh no, we didn't have an artifact. It's a little awkward. It'll be alright. They can 2-for-1 themselves here if they want to. In fact, they're going to have to, pretty much. Alright, they go to 3. Then we have Kami. They top deck a land, we win. There we go. Sweet deck. Really, really cool deck. Really liking this deck here. Alright, and we've already got our combo in hand here. So, we'll keep this one. Can't cast Soul Transfer yet, but we'll get there. We got enough black sources in the deck. Papercraft Decoy, okay. We are just going to play Construct. And no attacks. Next turn we can go Terminal and Reckoner Raid. Bearer of memory, alright. I think we just want to do this, as opposed to playing Satoru here. And no attacks. We're not going to block again either, so we're going to take 5. But this will flip at some point, and then we could play a 3-4 or a 2-4. We could kill something. Could use this. Goshen tie. Okay, okay. Getting a little aggro on us here. Not a great draw. So we could tap this and this, discard nothing really. So I guess we have to play Kami and draw that card, gain a life. Okay. And no attacks. Hopefully we're stable now. If they get rid of Kami of Terrible Secrets, we won't be for a moment. But any land lets us play Carry, Kairi, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so they might have... This is first strike. They very well might have a combat trick to get rid of Kami here. Do we make them use it? Probably, because next turn, even if we don't draw a land, we could just play Satoru, which is a good blocker on this board as well. So let's make them use that combat trick here. Or even the Kami's Flare Voltage Surge or whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. So it'll die, but again, we have a lot of gas coming. Alright, so we didn't draw that, but we can discard something to draw and then play it. So why don't we do this? We'll draw and then we'll discard Satoru so we can still play it this turn. Then we still have decent blockers now. Fine trading this off if we need to. Hopefully we don't just get screwed on lands this game. Might be the way we lose. Alright, okay. So they can get in with everything now if they wanted. Nope, just that. Trade that with Everkeeper. Yeah, I'll do that. Trying to preserve our life again. There's a land. So we can activate this, play this, and then do Twisted Embrace on Chef, and then kill the Goshen tie. Or we could just play Kairi, and that's probably just better. So, let's just do this. They're in red-green. It's going to be very, very hard for them to get rid of... Yeah, they weren't going to be able to beat that in red-green. Okay. Decent enough hand. We got a lot of draws and get us out of this. We have this on 1 at the very least. Okay. Not the best of starts. We can go terminal next and then have all the mana we'll need. Moon Circuit Hacker. Okay. So we'll go here, we'll play Terminal, and then off of Terminal we can play Chef. And am I willing to trade Road Captain for Hacker here? Probably so. Again, our late game is really good. If we can get there. We can top deck a Kairi, we have a lot of card draw, all that kind of stuff, so... Don't really want to give them that loot or the ability to ninjutsu something else in. So we'll just block here. Toad Rider, it's a good target for that. There's also Construct now. But I think we need to just get rid of this stupid thing while it's on the board. Okay. And then next turn we can construct, discard the land, play the land, and play something off of it, and then we're kind of off to the races here. Okay. Play Construct. We will do this to discard black, so we could play it and play the Virus Beetle. Alright. So they're going to get a treasure here. Okay. They're going to be able to get a treasure. And maybe ninjutsu something else in. But we've got a nice little engine going here if they don't disrupt it. Okay, so they'll get a treasure. What do they do with it? Darn. Got rid of our construct. Now we can't do that. And Mukotai Ambusher. Alright. And if we keep drawing lands, that's certainly not gonna help our cause. Okay. We could play this one, but I want to keep it to discard to terminal. Okay. Don't think we want... I'll make them return that one. Don't think we want to trade here. Okay, so they will ninjutsu that in, and we'll see if they want to kill something. Maybe they'll kill our chef with something in hand. Yep. Alright. And a thirst for knowledge. Okay. Need some action. That's not it yet again. That's something, but I don't know how good that is on this board. We'll discard the swamp, I guess. We could put it on the Virus Beetle. And then kill their thief, I guess. Could also just put it over here, but... Put it on Virus Beetle. I guess we'll kill the thief. This could tap for a treasure, but... Our chef is already dead. So, we don't need any more mana either, so we don't need to tap it. Completion on the Scrounger. Okay. And are they going to kill our Virus Beetle with the card in hand? Well, looks like they will. Okay, so we can't even use Terminal anymore. We don't have an artifact. Or don't have an enchantment. So we're just going to have to play the Kami. And we'll hold the land in case we find an artifact that we can tap. Does it have... How are they able to do that? Does this can't block or something? Huh. Okay. I don't know what I missed there. We'll just play that here. And we could chump with that to get rid of this Clawing Torment. Network Disruptor, alright. Need to tap the Kairi. And we're just gonna... Oh, this has Menace. Can't block. That's why. Clawing Torment. I forgot that this thing can't block. Okay. Well, let's get in. We keep drawing lands. Gonna have to block that. So... And then this stupid thing's gonna be able to ninjutsu in and kill Kairi. So that's not great. Alright, well, at least they didn't attack. Let's go ahead. Attack here, because it can't block. And then we'll Biting Palm Ninja, returning this. Take action, see if they have anything left in hand. Nope, that's alright. And then we'll play this here. We're not dead yet. Alright. They have another land, but this lets us tap this, at the very least, to activate that, and we're going to keep it back as a blocker. And then we could tap it at the end of their turn to get rid of the swamp. Alright, so we're avoiding a couple of key draw steps here. Let's see if we can draw our way out of it. Oh my gosh. Nope. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we only have 5 lands left in our last 17 cards here. And we're at 2, so again, we can't really afford to do this main phase. We gotta do it on their turn, so we don't die. Alright, now we go to 1, and then we're dead next turn, I guess. Because they can tap this. Okay, resolves. Let's see what we can find here. Twisted Embrace. That does do something. Gonna have to kill one of their disruptors. Let's put it on... Probably Biting Palm Ninja, I guess. Kill this one here. I think we could just play this. So let's just play it. Well, we also want to get rid of something. Can hit them for 6, but then we die, so we obviously can't do that. Silencer. Might be able to set up a turn where we can, like, attack with everything. So... This means we can't activate Terminal this turn if we play Silencer. Is that worth it? I don't think we're winning next turn, even if we play this. So we can activate this, draw a card, play 2 creatures next turn, and then win the following turn, hopefully. Assuming they don't remove Kairi here. Akami wouldn't be a bad draw either, so we could gain 1 more life. Ambusher, alright. Get rid of that land. There's a Kami. Happy to see that. And then, again, same thing, but we can... I think we could play the Scrounger this time. We're at 12 cards in deck. We have 1 Twisted Embrace. We've used 2. We've used 3 Twisted Embraces, but we haven't seen our Soul Transfer yet. So we're looking for a couple of those cards to get rid of this Network Disruptor. Let's just go ahead and... We could attack, and we have 4 blockers for their 3 attackers. And then they're dead next turn and have to chump. But this could also mean that if they draw a ninjutsu creature, we could die, so we don't want to do that, actually. I think I'm going to hold up this activation one more time. Try to find that last Twisted Embrace, or Soul Transfer, or something. There's the Soul Transfer. Alright. So do we have to get rid of the Network Disruptor? I think we do. And then we can return... They have a land in hand, I'm almost sure of it. So we could just return Gas Containment Construct, but we're not really doing this whole loop thing anymore. So let's hit them for 6 here. And then we can play a 2-drop and hold up Terminal as well. Have a bunch of blockers. And hope Kairi survives. Alright, awesome. We got there. It's a close one. Had to dodge a couple draw steps, and we did. Alright, pretty good hand here. We'll keep it. Biting Palm Ninja hopefully being able to return this at some point. Wouldn't mind drawing a 2-drop here. Do they have their own? They do. The Modern Age, alright. Sagas are good. Sagas are good. They're going to get a 2-2 Menace and a 2-3 Flyer after looting once and draining us for 2. It's all very good things. So we'll play Scrounger here, I think. Just to make sure we can get our way to Kairi. Hopefully they don't play another creature that can block the Captain with Menace, but chances are they probably will. Okay, so they'll just kill ours then. We'll go into full control, try to see if we can dodge. It's like if they don't want to block here. They probably will, but we can't block it on the backswing anyway. Unless we played this and we tried it for that. We don't really want to do that. So let's do this and see if we can try to ninjutsu this. Yeah, they smelled us out. Playing blue-black, I'm sure they could figure that one out pretty quickly. So let's play that. Those have Death Touch now. Okay. And Virus Beetle. Do not like to see that in the slightest. Do we have to get rid of Twisted Embrace or Biting Palm Ninja? Definitely not Kairi. That's our best card. Probably Twisted Embrace. Because we can attack here now, and if they trade, they trade. They're probably just going to trade here. Then we can get a... what's it called? A treasure. And if they don't trade, we're fine with that, with Biting Palm Ninja getting through. So I guess we're getting rid of Twisted Embrace. I don't like it, though. Our own Virus Beetle. We'll see if they trade. Oh, they're just going to chump. Alright, sure. Then we'll go ahead and make that treasure. Oh, they have You Are Already Dead. Alright, so that makes sense. They're just going to kill this one. We'll get the virus beetle. And at this point, I think we just need to play the ninja. I don't think it's getting through. But if we don't play the ninja, we draw a land next turn. We could play Kairi, which will be insane. And if we don't draw a land, we could just play the ninja. Alright, really hoping not to see that 5 mana. Ah, jeez. Okay, so we're gonna kill our virus beetle. Okay. So we could get their last card. Never mind. Of course we draw the virus beetle now. I guess we're just going to play this. Keep this treasure. So next land we draw, we can play this. So, yep. Never really got value out of this. And then they burned the virus beetle in our hands. So, got savagely owned there. And now Blade of the Oni is going to turn everything to a 5/5. It's going to be a 5/5 menace. We can't even kill it. So, it's going to be an uphill battle here, that's for sure. Had about 2 draw steps to either find the land or be able to get it out of their hand. Couldn't do it. Now we're going to get hit for 6. 7, 8, 9. Holy moly. Yeah, okay. Need a land. That's certainly not it. So we couldn't really ever get out of this one here. Can't even draw a card. We can double chump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to be a 5/5 with menace. So, yep. Go ahead. And if they kill the Kami or the Biting Palm Ninja or something, then I think we're just dead. You can also just give it to Vector Glider and we die. Yeah, I didn't even see that line, so oh well. Yeah, just weird draws that game. Could not quite get out of our own way, that's for sure. Okay, it's a pretty decent little curve here. If we find any land, we could play Terminal, then we're off to the races. I feel like we've had Reckoner Raid on 1 almost every turn, or every game this draft. It's been great. We'll just play our virus beetle here. And then hope we draw land, obviously. Okay. That's not a land. Alright, doubt they're going to want to trade. Alright, I think this deck is trophy worthy, to be honest, but we're gonna need a little help here. That's for sure, and that's not gonna help. Obviously need a land. We can get this Twisted Embrace going. Alright, go ahead. Are we gonna lose this great deck to Mana Screw? Don't like it. Clearly they have some sort of removal spell. If we triple blocked, they would just kill this and kill everything we have on the board. So we just need to find that land to play Network Terminal. Or even Soul Transfer at this point. I don't even care. Need to kill some stuff. Nope. Come on. Come on. Come on. Got about 1 more turn to do it. Okay, so they still have a green and a blue up. They could bounce something if they have like the Sky Turtle or something, so still can't do it. Alright, there's something. I think we need to just open up our hand here with Network Terminal. And the next turn we can Twisted Embrace, assuming they don't do too much. They can keep getting this back to their hand. So actually we're going to want to exile that. And I think we can do it now. Thing is, we have an artifact and an enchantment, but nothing to get back. So we're not getting the value out of this. But geez. Maybe we could just do this, like block all the way. If they try to remove something and then they keep this around, we can then exile it next turn and get something back. So let's do this first. We're not super low yet. So we should be okay for a moment. Alright, so we're not going to draw a card then. So that's what they had in hand at the very least. So we knew that they were going to blow us out. So good thing we didn't walk into that. Okay, good, good. All things are good here. This gets back target creature or planeswalker. That won't do it. Of course they exiled our construct too. That would have been nice. So we can do Satoru. We can kill this, but again, we want to soul transfer that. And we want to be able to get something back. So let's just play Satoru here. This is a sorcery. So no blocks, and then we'll go back here. Although we don't have an enchantment on the battlefield, but this is an enchantment here. Two, three, that's fine. We could just start dumping our stuff on the board. And we're getting pretty stable here. There's the Sky Turtle we kind of thought they had. And we can kill that and then set up Artifact and Enchantment for Soul Transfer. Assuming we have enough mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we've got enough mana to do that even with the Ward 2. Now we especially do, so let's do this here. Put it on... Guess we can put it on Satoru. Kill the Sky Turtle. And I don't think we're going to need that back to block. So we'll just make a treasure here and no attacks. Completion. Alright, alright. Okay, so we can go to blockers. We can block with everything here. What I think we can do is we can chump and then get it back because we have an artifact and an enchantment on the battlefield still. And we can get back the Kami, which will let us draw a card as well. So we're actually going to do this because remember, we want to exile this. So we only take one. Goes back to our turn. And then we're going to soul transfer, doing both, targeting that and returning the Kami here. And then we can replay this. Okay, so they'll do that. That's fine. At least now they don't have a big crab. Well, and now they have a big crab. We can kill it though. Ward 3, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll still be able to pay for it while keeping this in hand. Yeah, Ward 3. So we'll put this on the Scrounger. Kill the crab. And no attacks, and we won't need this to block, so we'll just go ahead and tap that there. Okay, all the completions, all the lands, all the lands. No attacks. Go ahead. All the lands. Twisted Embrace. Don't really care about killing any of these here, so we're fine to just hold back. Invigorating Hot Spring. Alright, alright. No blocks. All the lands. We'll do it on their turn, because we can threaten a block here now. And we don't need to really remove that. So, you can threaten a double block. Although they could put it on it as well. Do it again, and then we can remove it. I think we're fine to just chump here. We don't really need this beetle anymore. Patchwork Automaton. Okay, and a Mirror Shell Crab. What does that do? What do we have? We have 6, 7, 8, 9. If we play one, we have to use one treasure. Yeah, let's just play one. Play this, and then play the crab. Get a counter. And there we go. No attacks. Go ahead. Alright, so we are waiting for Kairi. So let's go ahead and put +1/+1 here. We'll kill this one. And I'm fine just holding Pat for now. It has Defender. Can't block it. Okay. Tap our beetle. Get rid of the land. And then kind of have a lot of things here. So let's start by drawing a card. We could do it again. We could play Twisted Embrace to kill this and get in, and they're basically dead next turn. Yeah, so let's just do that. Alright, they are down to 3, and we have 3 lethal threats. Raider Tanuki, they can give it haste here, but it's not going to do it, I don't think. I don't care. Just going over some sort of big trick that they could have, and then we got there. Alright. Last match, 6-2. Can we get the trophy? Stick around to find out. Okay, so Beetle into Blade Blesser. This is fine. Or Beetle into Scrounger now, I suppose. Alright, good. If they're thinking about it, that means it's a tough decision. Twisted Embrace. Wow. Yeah, it looks like that. They might not have near enough black ready for that. So let's attack. Get in for 1, and I think I'll play the... Well, could have removal to kill this, but they're always going to have the removal to kill this. I'm just going to play this. I think this gets out of range of any of the removal they could have. If they had Kami's Flare or whatever, they can't kill this now. Covert Technician. Alright, so whenever it deals combat, they can put an artifact in for free. Do we want to just kill that? Probably. We have a lot of these, and we still have Soul Transfer backup as well. So let's just kill it. Attack here. We can just make the treasure. We're not under any pressure, and then we can attack. And then next turn, if we draw Kairi, we can cast her. Kaito Shizuki. Yikes. So it's going to phase out. We get a 1/1 that can't be blocked, and then it phases out. So we can't even attack it. I think we can go Terminal and Blade Blesser here. And then because this can't be blocked, we're just going to attack. It says Death Touch and Menace, which is good. Do they ninjutsu? They do not.
I know something you don't know.
Silencer, alright. And leaving up mana, are we? So we can just exile Kaito here, but we're not getting anything back. So this has Death Touch and Menace. And this is a 2/2, so if they kill this, then they'd have to trade here to keep Kaito alive. And if they kill anything, we can just exile it still, and then also get whatever we got back. Unless they trade here. So let's attack like that, see how they want to do it. Okay, so it looks like they're going to kill the Blade Blesser, probably. That's what I thought. So this will trade. We won't have an enchantment anymore to get back, but then we can play Dockside Chef, and then we will to get back probably Blade Blesser. So let's do that. I guess can't block, so we'll probably end up making this treasure as well. Here's an enchantment, and then we can get rid of Kaito, returning probably just the Blade Blesser at this point, I think.
Mission's compromised.
And we can draw a card as well, sacrificing a treasure. May as well just do that now. Alright. Off to the races a little bit. Got another removal spell. Silver Fur Master, and that makes that a 2/2, okay. Try to kill that here, hopefully. Unless they ninjutsu something in, what are they going to do? Ooh, that was cool. They will, alright. Might have to just kill that big fatty. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, really? Which is pretty good. It means we can cast Embrace and then kill. And then draw a card with Dockside Chef. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll put it on top of probably the chef here. Kill that one. Get that treasure. And then we can still draw a card. So we'll hold this back to threaten that block there. Network Disruptor will be a good one. You can tap the chef. Okay. Now they can get in. And Boar could be good going forward too. Let's draw a card. Biting Palm Ninja. Huh. So we have an enchantment and an artifact. So let's start by doing this. That'll be good to get rid of something, maybe even the disruptor at this point. We can also draw and discard. Could just play this. Threatens blocks well enough. I don't think we're going to be ninjutsuing it in. I mean, we could. But what are we returning to our hand? Not a lot. We could return this to our hand, I guess. Get some decent value out of that. So, if they put this on top of here, then it's starting to go to town. But we have removal for that next turn. So, why don't we just pass? Could even use this if we wanted. Okay, they are going to do it. They're going all in on that. Well, it hits for 5, but then we can kill the Network Disruptor. Let's just use this. And I don't think we need the land. At least not right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put this here and we'll kill the Disruptor. Then we can play the Swamp. Can attack with Kami. Although that doesn't leave great blocks on the chef. But we do want to get a card out of their hand, if we can. Or at least we could discard the Blade Blesser to kill the Boar. I know we didn't get the value out of this Embrace, but it does open up this attack. So we can ninjutsu this in, discard Blade Blesser to kill the Boar. And the next turn we can cast this again. Okay, go to damage. Discard this. Kill that. Get an artifact. And end the turn. So we're a little low in life. Got to be careful about that, that's for sure. Okay. Let's just do this here. Oops. Oh. We'd have to use that. I don't think we need to get rid of those yet. So let's start by attacking with these two here. Oh, what are they going to do? Going to kill the chef. Alright, well we're going to sacrifice it to itself then. Okay, and then resolves. Do they have another card in hand? They might. So let's try to find it. Yeah, they have some sort of instant. And then we can actually go ahead and do this again to save it. And at this point, do we want to discard any of these to get rid of that? We are at 7, and this isn't going to get much more value out of getting anything from their hand, and I just want to make sure we don't die. We have more more coming. So we'll keep this to discard. So got more stuff coming and a removal spell if they find a creature or anything. So start by doing this. Get that enchantment on the battlefield. Play the Kami, draw the card, gain the life, and then get in with these two. Nope, don't need to discard anything, and then we'll just draw and discard. Okay. Alright, we got there in the end with the sweet almost mono black deck. Splashing for Kaimi, basically. Got that trophy. I really do think it was a deck worthy of the trophy, and I'm glad we got there with it. Don't forget to stick around to the end of this video to toggle through our Neon Dynasty trophy playlist to see the other decks that have trophied on this channel, or to find yesterday's video in case you missed that one. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow for your daily draft.